people are people. So the ability to get people to know, like, and trust you and pay you for your services and enjoy it, that in and of itself is what your end game should be.
Welcome to Sales Assassins, the podcast that unveils the lost art of word-of-mouth marketing for professionals just like you. We cover everything from building relationships and nurturing connections to overcoming the challenges of modern marketing. You'll learn how to stand out in a crowded market, charge confidently for your services, and create an army of people recommending you without hesitation. Now, let's dive in and make you deadly effective at sales.
Welcome to Sales Assassins. We are your hosts, handsome and handsomer. We'll let you decide who's who.
I was going to say who's who, but okay. I'll give it to you. You're more of a looker than I am. I'm the brains. You're the look. You're the face.
I'll take it. I'll take anything I can get. This is gonna be a fun one. I know the audience has heard us talk about pillars as one of these core elements, but I want to go deep on why this is so important, well beyond Sales Assassins, well beyond even your inner circle. No matter what you go and do in life, it's one of these things that I refer to as an anchor skill. You know, if you become a good public speaker, that's an anchor skill that you can take anywhere. And I think mastering this idea of word of mouth, getting pillars down, is one of those as well. And that's why it's resonated so much with me when you and I have talked about it. Give everybody a quick review of what pillars is when we keep saying that. What does that mean? And then let's go into that. The bigger picture of pillars.
Well, so I would, and if you could envision this, your business is essentially an army of people out there that pay you ideally. They'll introduce you when you ask properly. You like one another, which is really important. They listen to whatever advice you're rendering. So depending on your profession, they take your advice. And if you do all those things really well and you give them a great experience, they send you unsolicited referrals. That's pillars. And you notice, again, I say it all the time, there's no A's. Actually, someone in Inner Circle sent me a book. It's the no asshole rule. So there's a whole book on it. So I wasn't making it up. If someone wrote a book, It's got to be true. You just don't have those in your life. So you're not dreading a client or an event or whatever it is you're doing. You don't dread it because you have to deal with someone that you just deep down don't want to or need to, quite frankly. So that's what it is in large scale. And when you have multiple pillars and that's how you operate, they're doing the marketing for and with you. I mean, it's not a one-way street. I mean, they're getting a great experience, great results. They like you because that's the L, they like you back. You like each other. So it becomes something that you actually look forward to on a daily basis. I get to go spend all my time with the people I like, and we both make a lot of money and have fulfilling families and lives and everything like that. And that becomes your lifestyle. So if you are judicious about the no A's, your life gets a lot better. And if you follow the invaluables, your skill set can be taken anywhere and be done in any place, in any form. I mean, I did the coaching one from my basement in Illinois and did it virtually. So like, it's not even now even restricted by geography. It works good if you have a local, network to plug into, but it's not mandatory. I mean, it's no longer, you and I have never met in person, and I know you pretty well. I think you know me, and we like each other, or at least you pretend to like me. So I haven't uncovered it yet, but you know what I'm saying?
And you never will.
I know. The master plan. But, and I call it, speaking of that, it's like, what's the pillars end game? What's the end game by learning this skill and mastering it? And you're always going to be refining it, getting better at it. It becomes your unconscious competence. It becomes more natural. But the lifestyle you gain from it, that's what the real invaluable is that's how I spend all my time. And it's not mutually exclusive of my family or my friends. My family, my friends, and my business all become one thing. And I get to do what I want, when I want, with who I want. That's actually the definition of wealth. So the lifestyle becomes, I've built this around the people. It's not the processes. Those change and will break and are hygienical and they're necessary. So I don't want anyone to take away, like, I don't need processes. Yes, you do. They're expected. That's a given. This is about the people and who I spend my life with. And it's just one of those things that once you get it down, it just becomes how you operate and who you are.
This came up yesterday on a call on this idea of both what a core element to life and business this is, and then also, for whatever reason, how we're wired to go look for something else.
Well, this worked really well.
Exactly.
Try something new that doesn't. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. And to sit down and keep reminding yourself, like, this is the baseline. Yes, there is more to do. You can build on top of this. But as we've talked about before, this is both the foundation for everything and the end game. Like you said, like the end game for everything as well. It's what you want to get to. And it's funny how everything else is sort of window dressing,
right?
A little bit, and they all have their place, but it's so important the intention you go and do those other things with. If you do them with the intention of building on top of and getting to a better level of pillars, word of mouth, then things skyrocket.
Right. And you can take it anywhere. I mean, you can do it in advisory, you can do it in leadership, you can do it in coaching. People are people. So the ability to get people to know, like, and trust you and pay you for your services and enjoy it, that in and of itself is what your end game should be. When I left corporate America, one of my rules became, I'm not doing it if it ain't fun. If it ain't fun to me, I'm just not going to do it. That doesn't mean I don't do hard things I don't like to do, but do you know what I mean by that? Like, if I don't think that's going to be something I'll enjoy, I'm not obligated to go do it. I don't owe any one or thing. And it's not selfishness. It's just, I choose to do what I enjoy. And there is a cost to it because you have to say no to some people and you have to say no to some things you might have normally done out of obligation. And, it doesn't give you a license to go be a jerk. Now, I've been accused of it, but it's one of those things where it's freedom. Like, I just choose to do the stuff I want with the people I want. I mean, even way back when I was an advisor, at the end of the day, where we spent most of the time, or where I spent a lot of my time, was at the table, at the lunch table, at the dinner table, at the coffee table, and just really getting to know people and care about them and them care about me. And, it was that human element that I don't know that it's going away. I just think with trust where it is, it's harder for people to open up. But once you get there, it becomes something that takes on a life of its own. And when you're looking at your day, your week, your month, your year, whatever, your planning mentality around what I'm going to do, or more importantly, sometimes what I'm not going to do, becomes more clear. And you get to do bonus. If you do it really well, you get to do the stuff you really like doing. I mean, I didn't hate going to Cardinals games and eating fillets, and now I've learned to like the ribeye better. I don't know if it's because I'm older, but drink some wine.
Go back and forth.
Yeah.
Go back and forth. Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Like, then it becomes about, how do I create this environment and experience for the people I care about? And that's fun. I mean, to me, that's fun. I've enjoyed it.
That's what came up yesterday in the conversation I was having as well, is that this is the fun stuff to me, is that connecting, is that, like you said, sitting across the table, virtual or physical. And I understand that for some people, that's not their, joy in life. And kind of, there's an aspect of, well, too bad. Like,
well, don't get me wrong. I don't like people, Jason. I mean, that's not what I'm saying.
I like people to like me. That's
right.
what I'm saying.
I want to be liked. I'm not sure I want to reciprocate it. Well,
exactly.
I mean, really, you don't have to be a people person.
And I brought that up, though, to acknowledge the fact that I love this stuff and I still get away from it. I still go looking for the other thing. And so
you do things like podcasts and ads and stuff like that.
Crazy
talk
stuff.
About stuff you don't like. No, I like the podcast part.
You better. You have to say. You're legally obligated to say that.
there may come a point to where the law of familiarity, and it's so normal, and just like anyone else, you may aspire to do something else. That's what I'm saying. You can take it anywhere. I mean, I'm not an advisor anymore. I'm not in corporate leadership anymore. I'm not in cold ass Illinois anymore. I mean, so it's almost portable because it's inside of you. So wherever you go, it goes, and the principles remain. So if you're good at it and you're intentional about it and you're authentic about it, meaning you're not, cheesy and pushy and your only motive is to get, then you can do it anywhere. And the price is you have to give of yourself and your time to establish it in different places. And I don't think that's an unfair trade. I mean, and by the way, going back to, if it's the stuff you like anyway, why not? I mean, why would you not then pour everything into it and find your passions? I mean, I can give you countless examples, especially in Inner Circle now, where a lot of our people, they just decided the things they really enjoy, and they've learned how to include other people and build that. It's not the worst life to, let's see, elk hunt, bear hunt, golf, snowmobile, and ride side-by-sides 90% of your week, given the time of year. I mean, that's, it's a big sacrifice. And it takes, I mean, don't get me wrong, it takes time and energy. However, where else would you put it? You're going to go to the cold universe and try to make it happen again? Now, there is a limit at times to what you can accomplish. And at that point, maybe you just teach other people. In the Assassins, there's other people that work for those people that are learning how to do what they're doing. There you start to multiply the chemistry. So that's somewhat of a limit. And I just have experienced and witnessed that it becomes what you do and who you are. And it's pretty fulfilling. And you know who gets a lot out of it? The people that are actually paying you. They enjoy that. I said it last week or whatever. They pay you for how they feel. It's because they feel like that they're important and that you care about them, and you will do whatever it takes to help them achieve what they want. What Ziglar say? Help other people get what they want. You'll get everything you want. I don't think he was wrong.
It's such a call out for why the program Sales Assassins is such a big deal, is because it's not just, okay, I'm a financial advisor, this will help me grow my business. It's things like this that are going to build that anchor skill that, if you stop being a financial planner tomorrow, then you're still light years ahead of anybody else wherever you go. And you like you said, you take that skill.
Right. I mean, I call it the invaluables because it's hard to place a value on that. You can talk ROI in a given 12-month period. However, if you can do it anywhere with anyone in any industry that's related to being a professional or an entrepreneur or whatever it is, that's pretty invaluable. It's a good one to have. I'd have it. If I had to pick coding versus this, which one would you pick? I took one computer coding class back in the 1900s, and I wanted to pull my hair and eyeballs out.
And that's the thing. There's stuff for everyone, and but
everybody's got their cup of tea. This cup of tea is for those people that are passionate about serving others and doing the things that they really enjoy, and also want to create a lifestyle and wealth and a family that, I mean, it's impervious. And by the way, as we speak to each other over a screen and you look at what's going on in the online world, it ain't like that, because that is a different animal. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm trying to learn it and get better at it. So let's just play this out. If you can do PILLRs and you can influence at scale on the medium of choice, now you're real deadly.
Right. Now it's exponential.
Correct.
So you take that high leverage skill with another high leverage skill. For anybody who hears us continue to talk about PILLRs in this word of mouth, and we will continue. This is the episode of why.
Yeah.
Because of how important it is. And as a nice reminder to all of us, okay, these other activities are great. Let's make sure they're in support of building that connection with that other person.
Absolutely. That's where it all starts and ends, is with the person.
Fantastic. All right. We'll see you all next time.
Peace.
In a sea of endless digital noise, your ability to connect and generate authentic word of mouth is your deadliest weapon. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to break through to the next level, the principles we discuss here are your blueprint for success. It's all about being the most trusted and valued in your network. To maximize what you've learned today, visit joinsalesassassins.com to see how you can become a true sales assassin in your industry. Until next time, keep sharpening your skills, expanding your network, and remember, in the world of sales, the true assassins strike silently but effectively by doing what nobody sees coming, building genuine connections and powerful relationships. Stay deadly, stay authentic, and we'll see you on the next episode of Sales Assassins.
This show is powered by Media Leads. To get your next great podcast produced, go to MediaLeadsCo.com.